wants to do some camera work, if you'll let her. Good evening and welcome to Sydney Parade as James Cresswell is waving down to us here in the commentary box. Umpire at one end this evening. Well, welcome to Sydney Parade for this Division 3 Sprint Coatings League game between the Pembroke Women's Thirds and Malahide Women's Thirds. Why does it say BW3? Right, we're just about to get underway here. I've had a most wonderful Wednesday. No courts, no family law courts for me today. I was over in Park Avenue watching the rain come down until 1 o'clock. And then the Super Series 50 was on.
Yeah, that's about fine enough.
I told him.
Yeah.
Where the Scorchers, thanks to a magnificent half-century by Gabby Lewis and 47 from Alice Tector, defeated the Typhoons. Well, here we're underway. That one just pushed around the corner. It's going to run down towards the boundary, and it's going to reach the boundary in 4 to start the innings. Georgia Beattie and Lucy Deacon, both players we saw yesterday playing for the seconds, are now opening the batting for the thirds. And Sive Mitchell is the bowler for Malahide. Malahide resplendent in their canary yellow and green, and Pembroke in the traditional black and red. This one goes down the leg side. Umpire James Cresswell allows that one to go through.
No. Because then I'm going to take that out.
Niall covered 2 T20s on Saturday. He covered 2 T20s on Sunday, including the one I was playing in. He covered a T20 on Monday and a women's thirds game on the mat. Kind of covered. Tuesday night was down here for the women's seconds, and Wednesday night sees the women's thirds back in action. Tomorrow is a night off for Niall. I'll be going out tomorrow. You have no game to cover tomorrow.
Possible. For 5 days in a row, it seems like that can't happen.
I'm playing tomorrow. Down with the Silver Foxes. We'll be out in Rathgar. Strange game, this one, in that both sides have only got 10 players. Malahide only have 10.
You mean both sides only have 10 players in the live scores at the moment?
Yeah. Well, that's the end of the first over. Just 4 runs from it. None coming off the bat. Just those 4 byes. As we just take a look at the table as it stands in Division 3. Malahide top of the league, unbeaten in their 2 games so far, whereas Pembroke women's thirds have played 5 and won 1, and they're just 1 place off the bottom. Only Leinster below them. Of the teams above them, Clontarf have won 3, but Malahide have won 2, and Railway have won 2. away on the offside. Dot ball. Good delivery, right down at the feet. Nice defensive shot from Beattie. Lucy Deacon, the 13th highest run scorer in the club, with 45 runs. And Georgia Beattie, she's in 11th with 50 runs. They'll both be looking to add to those totals tonight. Pleasant enough evening here in Sydney Parade tonight. There will be tag rugby going on behind us, so expect the sounds of excited rugby players. And they're going to run another one here. The umpire looks like he's about to signal wide. That'll be 2 onto the total. And still yet a run to come off the bat. Played away on the offside, it goes through the gap. There is a boundary rider there. She will pick it up and prevent any more than just a single. So the side, as declared on Cricket Leinster's match centre, not containing the current bowler, so Carolyn Murphy. Keeper misses this one, but no run taken. Twenty over game this in Division 3. Play back towards the bowler. May have been one for the leg side, wasn't to be on this occasion. Whoa! Niall just making some adjustments to the position of Dougal and Hamish, our ground mics. He's now done that. And Mitchell now into her second over. The first one, a maiden. Nicely. Thought she managed to get some bat on that, wasn't to be. Beattie looking very relaxed, leaning on a bat. This one closer to the bat, gets past the fielder, runs out on the offside. They should take 2, they just take the 1. 7 of you have joined us out there in the real world. Please let us know who you are and where you are. Always good to know who's following the women's thirds. In the air on the offside, they'll get through for the single. Beatty picks up another one. Umpire doing his best to put off the fielder. Well, there's a few clouds around, but it looks like the worst of it has passed. And we may be left with, who knows, even a bit of sunlight later. Nice night to come down and celebrate halfway through the week. Cresswell unmoved by the bowler's appeal. Gives the back a hat, calls over. 10 on the board, 11 on the board now. Why does it say BW3? Okay, that's grand. Lucy Deacon had a fine game last night in the field. Good straight ball from the bowler and well kept out. Nice shot, nice shape. Played out to the cover boundary where it's fielded. And no more than a single is taken. Score moves on to 12. Steady start for Pembroke. This is the 4th over. Well, a very good evening to those of you who have tuned in. Big swing at that one, missed by the keeper. The 2 fielders behind the keeper chasing it down. They'll get to it before the rope. Neat piece of fielding and chase. Tara Eason it was who was doing that work. Saved 3 runs.
Don't be as loud as you were at the test. Move back from the mic.
We'll get through for another run. This one signal wide. Well chased down. Phil Blackley, now having mastered batting, is taking up the art of bowling. I expect him to be taking the Spud Murphy in a year or two. End of the 4th over, 18 on the board. And I can honestly say there are 18 on the board. Very good evening to our regular viewers and to our new viewers. I hope you enjoy cricket live from Sydney Parade. You've landed on the Pembroke Cricket Live channel. And today's match sees the women's thirds playing Malahide women's seconds in the Sprint Coatings Division 3 league game. As I say, Malahide doing very much better than Pembroke have so far this season. Pembroke have played 5 games already. They've only won 1 of them. Nice shot with no power. Mitchell into her 3rd over now. Run up quite long, really. I'd advise Mitchell take a look at Anna Beale's run up. She's off screen. Well, that one goes wide, and James Cresswell doing his Rio statue impression. Yeah.
Not as far as it can be.
This time our head did start inside the frame. Cut away on the offside. It goes to the fielder. It's well fielded. But they still get through for the single. Beattie takes a slight lead. She's on 6. Lucy Deacon on 5. Getting a nice bit of movement in. That one pitching just outside off and would have hit the inside of off stump. The sun is peeking through. I can see some shadows on the pitch, as can you. Well, that one hit away down towards 3rd. It's running down to the rope. It's going to be a super boundary. Played away. That allows Deacon to take the lead again. Georgia Beattie 6 from 15. Lucy Deacon 9 from 14. Unfortunate for Mitchell. Her economy rate had been superb up until then. It's still pretty good. Straying onto the leg side this time. Cresswell's going to let that one go, and he's going to call over. 0 for 10 from her 3 overs. Mitchell going very well indeed. This is how the bowling has gone for the 2 openers on the Malahide side. And there's pretty identical records, just the difference of 1 over. Well, we'll solve that now. There's the one that slipped away down to the rope. Oh, you've got a camera on the batsman as well, haven't you? Well, that's gone for 4. Back in live action. We'll see if Niall can pick that up on the replay machine. And Georgia Beattie saying to Lucy Deacon, well, anything you can do. Hits her own 4, retakes the lead. Foot movement not quite where it needed to be there. And there's the 4. That's a lovely shot. Stepped inside it, or stepped outside it. Parried it through on the offside. Full toss. onto the total. That's good running. Deacon spotting the chance once the wicketkeeper had missed the ball. Well, who fielded like a demon on the boundary yesterday? You did really well out there. You saved, I'd say, at least a dozen runs, if not more. Yeah. And your bowling wasn't bad either. Kim Lee, you're playing well. McDonald girls come down to watch the thirds. This one's in the air. It's gone to the fielder. It's gone through her hands. Her head goes into her hands. She drops that and drops to her haunches. She's disappointed with herself. She's got nobody to blame. These things happen. It was very high. You did well to get up to it. 2 hands to it. It just didn't stick on this occasion. Next time. How are you? I love the fact you wear that hat. Yeah, you're quite proud of that hat, aren't you? Good. You have to win another one now. You don't want to be looking in the bag in 10 years' time and going, 2023? You've got to get a newer one.
With all the commentary and records.
Naveen just completing his time in nets. MVP on the force last season. Change of bowling here now. There is the chance. Shot just a bit uppish. Well, she won't want to have seen that again. But perhaps she'll realise how well she did to get both hands to that. This one played down the ground. It was a bit uppish, hint of uppish, but beautifully played on the offside through extra cover. They're going to take 2. It's well chased down. Nice bit of fielding. Beattie going along quite nicely now. This time, cut away behind square on the offside. There is a fielder after it. It's going to be a close race. Pulls it up in front of the rope. But the run rate is increasing. 5.5 now. I can remember playing 20 over games or the equivalent, 15 8-ball overs in the Whelan Cup, and thinking that a score of 120 was often a winning score. I mean, you could play a game that was 60 overs and think that a score of 240 was a good score. Back in the day, run rates have certainly increased. There's no doubt about that. I don't think you need to do the statistical analysis required to prove it. I think just seeing scores. Of course, we're all still prone to that all out for 28 or lower. What is the lowest you or a side you know about has ever been dismissed for? Nice shot on the offside. Nicely fielded too. They do get 1 for it. I honestly don't know what the lowest score my team has ever been out for. But I do know it's happened more often to me than it has to my opponents. The last good one I saw was Nick Stapleton's one, the game against Terranure, 35 all out. That for first team level was quite impressive. But I know there's been lower than that. I know I've played in lower than that, but I just can't remember them. It's like I blanked them from my memory. No, we do not count about. And neither do we count about in the back garden with the dustbin as the wickets. Nicely hit, lofted down the ground. That deserves to run away for 4. It's going to be a tight run thing, and it gets there. Beautifully paced, beautifully timed, super shot. Georgia Beattie picks up another 4 runs. She moves on to 20. Pembroke now have moved on to 40. And Lucy Deacon, well, there was a stage not too long ago when she was just ahead of Georgia Beattie in runs scored. But now, well, Lanigan's first ball goes for 4. Another big hit down the ground. This one aerial in front of the fielder. They will get a single for it. Actually a good job she didn't get that with the middle of the bat. It would have landed just where those 2 fielders behind the bowler are lurking. Lurking. What a great word. This one played around behind square leg. There is a fielder out there. Down with both hands, no feet. It's refreshing to see fielding done properly again. One of the darts that took the first commuters home for the evening. Now heading back into town as this one is pulled around behind square, and that one will reach the rope. It's another 4. Beattie moves on to 25 from just 28 deliveries. And that's what I call picking up the pace. They've seen off the openers, and now she's determined to score and score big. Pembroke now going along at a runner ball. This one coming off the legs, going down the leg side, according to the umpire. Fetching hat our umpire is wearing. Oh, couldn't do that if I tried. Again, driven down the ground in the air. 3 fielders in that area just for that shot, and you can understand why. Right, 8 overs gone. Pembroke have moved on to 47 without loss. And here's the replay of that shot. Down the ground, beautifully placed. Perhaps a little early onto it if I was to be hypercritical, but it went for 4, which is more than any of my shots on Sunday did. So, that one, however, beautifully hit. Everything right about that. Ball down on the ground, nice and early. As I said before today, Georgia Beattie, 50 runs for the season. Today she has 26. Another one driven down the ground with great aplomb. This one all along the ground. It's going to get pulled up in front of the, kicked up in front of the rope. You do what's necessary. 2 more for Beattie. This time pulled into the leg side. Beats the fielder at mid-wicket. 3 fielders going round for it. And finally it's mid-on that picks it up and throws it back. Hayley Moore bowling from the St John's end. Into a second over now. Finding a second one a bit tougher than the first. This one again played out way on the offside. The sweeper at the back of the ring. the one to pick it up. Again, another drive on the offside, this time beautifully fielded inside the ring. The one fielder there to save a single. Wasn't able to, but my goodness, what a good piece of fielding that was. How are you, sir? Good. Now you can see. Well, when you're keeping wicket, you see you're on screen all the time.
That's why I keep.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the film star looks. You're waiting for a call from an agent any day. Are you the guy who keeps wicket for Pembroke fourths? See, even now you're improving your CV, you see.
Yeah.
9 overs gone, 53 on the board. Pembroke rattling along now at just under 6 and over, 5.89. No wicket has fallen as yet. Georgia Beattie has cracked along to 31. Lucy Deacon with 12. And there have been 10 extras. Langan, well, first over was a tough one for her, 11 coming off it, but she comes back again. One may suggest that perhaps she has the basis of a good action there. No, what are you doing? This one played away on the leg side. The fielder just on the edge of frame. Fetches it. Another single. What? Is that motor up there? The wireless? Big shot. Lands in front of the fielder. She goes for the run out. I presume that's a remote control for the one that's in your right hand. Ah! 4 camera setup this evening. Oh, very difficult catch to take that one. Running with it coming to you on your side. Good effort. These two now have put on 57 runs. There's a touch of Hines about that. This one's pinned up and it's going down leg again. And Lucy Deacon, just for a second, her heart would have been in her mouth. This one down the leg side. Deacon sweeps it round, and that is definitely going for a 4. The sound effects in the background, courtesy of the men's nets. Four off the final ball of the over. Means 8 come from that over. And with 10 overs gone, let's see if we can't have a look at the worm. Is Niall showing any replays? I've gone for the worm. And there is the worm, and it's making very steady progress. If anything, accelerating. A couple of good overs. Certainly 7 to 8 That was very nice. However, Malahide looking to pull this back. Back to the live action. James Cresswell just checking the length of his arm. Oh, what a lovely delivery that was. Pitched and just moved away. Went past the edge of the bat. Another one in the air that's managed to evade all the fielders. Another single taken. Well, with 10 wickets in hand, you wonder how the rest of this innings is going to go for Pembroke. That's well bowled by Moore. What are you doing?
Over.
Oh, yeah. Cut away on the offside, a little bit uppish, fielded well. Both bats are at the wrong end, and that results in Lucy Deacon departing, run out for 18. And Malahide have made the breakthrough, and it's now 62 for 1 in 10.4 overs. Let's see you cover this with all those cameras. That's the chance, nearly there. Did well to make up the ground. Did well to get after it. Nice shot. Lovely camera work, I have to say. Oh, no, I'm so sorry. Done it now. Oh, heart in mouth there. And it just falls short of the fielder. And here is the run out. Deacon, yes, no, no, yes. And by that stage, it was all over. There we go. It's picked up, it's thrown, it's out. And she's a good 11 yards short. Didn't even make halfway. No, yes, no, yeah. Oh, I'm going back. No, I'm not. Oh, me. Yeah, we've all done that once. Oh, no. Oh, I don't know. You got James dancing across the screen. Don't often see that. This one played away nicely. They'll take two. Ash Carthy it is, the new bat. Oh, it's the over. Shoot. But if you play a replay of one of the balls. Yeah. Ash Carthy hits one back past the bowler, but decides not to take on the fielder on her arm, and perhaps a wise decision. That was going down leg. Ash Carthy never the fondest. I'm surprised how much Ash takes them to the body and then stands there rubbing it and whatever, because she's a hockey goalkeeper. She usually invites this stuff. Lovely shot from Ash Carthy on the offside, but beautifully fielded with one hand. And she's out. Georgia Beattie has run out for 36. She was so keen to get down the other end that she backed up too far. Ash Carthy quite rightly sent her back. Ash Carthy now going out to have a word with with James rather. And the umpires are going to confer. 64 for 2. And Georgia Beattie's rather nice innings comes to an end. 36 from 41. And she's done a huge amount to get Pembroke into the position they are at 64 for 2. You see, no run there. Very tight. Nice pick up, throw. And the stumps were broken before the bat was down. And that, in anyone's book, constitutes an out. Marissa Whaley now makes her way to the middle, wearing white pads. Whaley and Carthy be looking to rebuild now, but with as in the 12th over, they don't have a huge amount of time. Good ball, and it's enough to get it past Ash Carthy's swipe, and that's the third wicket down with just 64 on the board. Well, one suggests that with the fall of 2 wickets in 3 balls, this Pembroke innings is screeching, certainly slowing down now. The run rate again dropping below 5.5. But at the moment, let's just rejoice in the happiness in that Malahide ring. Bins are gone. Ash. Took your eye off the ball. Finally, the huddle of happiness has broken up. And the players return to their places on the field. Naomi Mitchell strides to the middle in her keeper's pads.
Anybody can't say anything about that?
I think it's brilliant. I think it's absolutely brilliant. She's comfortable in them. Plays that one back down the pitch. It's the end of the over. That's 12 gone now. 64 for 3, Pembroke. Sarah Ingram now from the St John's end. As some of the Pembroke players go off to have a little warm-up, perhaps. A little wide for James Cresswell's liking. Half-hearted appeal, turned down. Evening. Good. Yeah, 3 of the match. 3 of the match. The blue one. Drops out on the leg side, thinks of the run. With no calling, they're not going to know. It's just going to be a negotiation. Oh.
No, it's not.
66 for 3 now. Oh. Somewhere between the two, Miss Ingram. Well, that's much better. That works. There's a hesitation over a run. Much better delivery. No runs off the bat as yet. Taking on the arm. The throw a little wild. No harm done. Score moves on 60-9. I muted my microphone first. The Dougals may have picked it up, but
Definitely.
so change of bowling now at the nursery end. Malahide captain willing to throw the ball around. Mr. Whaley pushes this one into the offside. There will be room there for a single. Amelia, Tarbox. James Cresswell rearranging the furniture. Marissa Whaley prepares to face the next delivery. Nice length down the offside. Good ball. Oh. No ball called. Going straight over the top of the player's head. It was only a foot past the stumps. That's better again. And that sees the end of Marissa Whaley for 3. And the score slipping to 72 for 4. Well, the only question really is, where would Pembroke be without the opening pair? They've really got Pembroke off to a good start. And now Pembroke find themselves 72 for 4. Ah, Joe. You just can't stop me, mate. Another wicket for Malahide. They're doing a good job of pegging Pembroke back here. 2 bats at the crease now, who between them have faced 1 delivery. Nicely hit away. Goes to ground. And a single is taken. I didn't realise you were. Nice defensive shot by Mitchell. Jessica Duffy-Mullen off the mark with her first delivery. Another one just kept out. It wasn't far off from bowling her. And that one did. Oh, inside edge as well. That's clubbed away to square leg. Duffy-Mullen pulling that one out to square leg in live action, getting down the non-striker's end. Again, nicely played into the leg side. Square leg picks it up. Just a single. But every run now, vital for Pembroke. Need to be putting stand together again. There's still 5.5 overs to go. Nicely played away again, this time straight to a fielder. This one hit back towards Sarah Ingram. She gets one hand to it, but it goes to turf. Tough one to get. Good effort. Off the toe of the bat, but straight to a fielder on the offside. Malahide's fielding in this ring, very tight at the moment. Sarah Ingram having a much better time of it with the ball this over. Nice attempted stroke from Duffy-Mullen, ends the over. There's the caught and bowled chance. Just closed her hand before the ball got there. Oh, close. High one. Oh. It's yes. It's a dangerous one to leave like that. Chases one that's quite wide, pushes out the offside. Chance of a run out, would have taken a direct hit. There wasn't a direct hit, it's not a run out. On the stumps and nicely played away. It's gone through the fielder's legs and it's running away. They'll get a single anyway and wisely decide not to take the second. Another run for Jessica Duffy-Mullin. She moves on to 3. Takes this one on the full, sweeps it round on the leg side. It's running out towards the rope. There's no sign of a pursuer. Yes, there is. Pulls it up inside the rope, but can't prevent 2 runs being taken by the Pembroke players. 79 for 4 now. 2 balls remaining in this, the 16th over. And what is and has been quite a grey day. Mitchell plays that one away on the offside. That will end the over. Naomi Mitchell now 4. And Jessica Duffy-Mullin on 3. And with 4 overs to go in this first innings, Pembroke 79 for 4. Nobody talking to us on the live chat tonight, no. Oh, well.
They're sick of 5 days in a row as well.
Yeah. Eason has one go through past the keeper. It is chased down. Byes are signalled. Tara Eason bowling from the St John's end. Has a nice action, a bit hustly bustly, but it's a nice action. Just needs more time with ball in hand, more time in the middle, more time at nets. Nicely pulled into the leg side. There is a fielder there, but they can't prevent it. Another single for Jessica Duffy-Mullin. Moving on to 4. Both batsmen on 4, and both batsmen have faced 9 deliveries. This one runs off the pad. They decide not to run. Stutter in the run up there. And the delivery stride. Played down the ground. Not past the fielder though. This time, running on the shot, it will be collected. Oh, that one flies off the edge, down towards third. There is a fielder there. Three overs remain, 18 deliveries. Run a ball gets Pembroke to 101. They're currently scoring at 5 and over, which would be 100. Once again, my maths failing me miserably. 5 and over gets them to 100. And that's a good start anyway. It's clubbed out on the leg side. It will be collected before the rope, but they will pick up 2 runs. That's a good start from a Pembroke point of view. Another nice shot. No run taken on this occasion. I think more down to a lack of calling by anybody than anything else. My dog's bigger than your dog. Alex Brackfield bowling the 18th over now. Been doing some good work in the field earlier on in this innings. Nice shot. And that one makes the boundary. And as Pembroke pursue that triple-digit score, that's going to be a big help. And a super shot from Jessica Duffy-Mullin. Turned on that nicely, pulled it away, and that's 4 runs. Certainly not overawed by the occasion. This one going across the face of the bat, through to the keeper. 6 have already come off the over. Good evening. 9 grand, thanks. Yeah, grand. Right, yep. Thank you very much. 2. And that's beautifully played away. Again down the leg side. On this occasion the fielder gets to it, but they will pick up another 2, and that's 8 off this over so far. And that is a good over for Pembroke. Score will move on to 93. It is the end of the over. 2 to go. 93 for 4. And these young guns, Mitchell and Duffy-Mullin, doing a good job for Pembroke. They really have arrested. So we're ready for the 19th over now. Brackfield to bowl her second. Mitchell back on for her fourth, rather. My apologies. Live scoring throwing me a curveball. This one goes down the leg side. They'll get through for the single. Signalled as a bye. Good evening.
Lovely to see you as ever.
And you, Peter. Lovely four clipped off the legs. Oh, what a revelation Duffy Mollin has been. Takes Pembroke to the brink of those three figures and has moved on to 17 from 17 deliveries. Now, it has to be said, Malahide have kind of fed her favourite shot, or certainly her most productive shot, but going very well.
Oh, no, I don't know where he is.
Again, another big, expansive shot. It's like Waterloo Station in here tonight. Oh, I don't mind it. Oh, no ball.
At least I managed to set up without everything.
Yep.
Too much.
What time were you down here at? Inside edge onto the pads. That appeal is mute. But as far as Malahide are concerned, it's another dot ball. And just one ball remains in this over. Pembroke now on 99 for 4. Thanks in no small part to the young guns on the team tonight. And that is the 19th over. James Cresswell hands over the hat and heads off to his little hermit home at square leg. And there is what is a lovely time shot, just swept around the corner, bat to ball. And yep, that did hurt a little bit. But she didn't show it, she continued on. And now, with the last over to come, Naomi Mitchell will be the one that Pembroke hope take them into triple digits. Tell you who I haven't seen for a while. Must be on his holidays. Charlie. Starts with the dot ball. Good way to start a final over, that's for sure. This one cut away on the offside, but it's caught, and Naomi Mitchell is out with the second ball of the final over. But she's done a good job in putting together a partnership there. 99 for 5 now. As that another partnership comes to an end. 4 balls remaining. Cut away with some force, but straight to the fielder, and the catch is taken. There it is, coming off the edge of the bat, more than the face. Flying away. There's a happy bowler. Wry smile from a partner, and congratulations to the fielder herself. See you soon, sir. Well, Malahide have done a good job. At one stage, Pembroke threatened to run away, but the dismissals of the 2 openers have made a big difference until the arrival of Duffy Mullin. Neve Jennings it is at the crease now. This one a bit wider. That goes through to the keeper. See you soon, sir. Are we looking at the bird or the no ball? Played away. And now 1 ball remains. But Pembroke safe in the knowledge that they have reached 100, and Malahide will need more than 5 and over when they come to have their innings soon enough. Peter Prendergast, what are you doing? Behind the bowler's arm and everything. Broke the bat's concentration. And she's out the very next delivery. And we'll be having words with Mr. Prendergast about that misbehaviour later on. Well, wickets tumbling galore. 2 in this over. Just good line and length was enough to get through. Neve looking to play it on the volley and missed it. Well, it was more a wicket of relief for the bowler than of joy. Anna Sims next to the middle. She has 1 ball to face. Pembroke have reached 100 for 6, and she can just enjoy herself here now, keep her eye on the ball, see if she can't get a quick run. She hits it, they run, and in fact she has hit it all the way to the boundary. The last ball goes for 4. Anna Sims ends up with a strike rate of 400, 4 not out, and why wasn't she batting higher in the order? That's the end of the innings. The score 104 for 6. Malahide will need 105 for victory. In the meantime, I'm sure that Niall is considering showing you nothing. Oh, excellent. In that case, oh, not excellent, but in that case, we will take you through the Pembroke card, the story of the first innings. Georgia Beattie and Lucy Deacon, well, they had a super partnership. Both of them ended up being run out. And to be honest with you, that looked like the only way they were going to get out. Georgia Beattie scored a number of very nice 4s and played some nice shots. Mr. Prendergast, well, that was you. That was you. You walked behind the bowler's arm, realised what you were doing, walked back again, but you'd broken the batsman's concentration. Very next ball, dismissed. I think Neve Jennings is looking for you.
I think we'll send Walshy as a sacrificial lamb.
So anyway, after the opening partnership, the middle order, well, it was sort of falling apart until Jessica Duffy-Mollin came in. She got 17 not out from 21 deliveries. Some lovely shots there. Pembroke ended up on 104 for 6 thanks to Anna Sims scoring 4 from the one ball faced and with a strike rate of 400. There were 21 extras. The run rate of 5.2, and Pembroke batted their full allocation of 20 overs. Malahide bowlers, well, 8 players turned their arm over to varying degrees of success. Saoirse Carolyn Murphy, she was the most successful, 2 for 21, reasonable economy rate as well. Clodagh Langham was one of the other wicket takers, 1 for 19 from her 3 overs, and Amelia Tarbox 1 for 8 from her 2 overs. As you can see, that opening stand of 62, absolutely vital to Pembroke reaching 104 for 6, and not much in the way of stands in between, except for the 5th wicket, where there was a stand of 27, which proved to be most interesting. The progress of the Pembroke side is best demonstrated in graphic form, and there is the graph. You see how well the first 11 overs went, and then 3 wickets in 2 overs really put the brakes on until Jessica Duffy-Mollin and a number of partners saw Pembroke through to 104. So Malahide will be chasing 105, and we'll be back for that chase later on.
Last ball first.
Hello and welcome back to Pembroke Women's Threes versus Malahide Women's Twos. We have Jess Stuffy Mullen opening the bowling for Pembroke. A great ball bowled by Jess, but has been misfielded in 45. Fielded by Tanya, and a leg by. Opening the batting, we have Jay Evans Garrett and Carolyn Murphy. Great block by Jay Evans Garrett. Well bowled by Jess, worked off the legs by Jay Evans Garrett and fielded by Keelan Murphy. Great ball by Jess, just under the bat, and that is the first over, gone for 6.
Is that last ball?
Great Yorker length. And now we have Georgia Beattie. Right on the stumps, just above. Great length and line. Worked off the legs to square, just misfielded by Lucy Deacon and gone for 4. Worked off the legs again, down to fine. Anna Darcy picks up. Thrown into Naomi. Great pull. And just through the square leg fielder, gone for 4 again. Great drive by, who was the batter? So Carolyn Murphy, and just hitting the boundary before Marisa could get to it. It's a great ball bowled by Georgia. Worked off the legs to Lucy Deacon in square. And thrown back into Naomi and hitting her in the helmet. That is over up. They are 20 for none off 2 overs. Have words with Craig. Jess Duffy Mullen coming on for her second over. Just gone past the keeper, picked up by Tanya and thrown back in. Great pull to the fine leg, just a bit misfielded by Keelan Murphy, and it is gone for another 4. Jay Evans Garrett, 10 off 7 balls, sorry. 10 off 7 balls. And that's O'Carolyn Murphy, 13 off 7 balls. Malahide now need 80 from 17.4 overs. Great ball bowled by Jess, and just coming off to keep his pads, and they don't go for a run. Great ball bowled by Jess. Great ball by Jess Duffy-Mullen right on the off stump and hit back to mid-off. Does she not realise there's a microphone?
No idea.
Georgia Beattie coming in for her second over. Great ball bowled and just worked off the legs to square leg. Fielded by Lucy Deacon and thrown back to Georgia. Backed up by Keelan Murphy. Sweeped to square leg again, fielded by Lucy Deacon, thrown to Naomi Mitchell. Just edged to third, just skip past point. Relay from Tanya to Neve Jennings and back to the keeper. Great drive through to mid-on, fielded by Marisa Whaley. Back to Georgia. Ball full, pulled by Jay Evans Garrett and gone for 4 just in front of square. Great line and length by Georgia Beattie. Hit back to her by Jay Evans Garrett. Malahide are now 34 for none off 4 overs. Just a bit full, pulled away. And gone for 4. Now we have Anna Sims coming up for her first over. Jess is just running across to take her place in cover. No ball to start us off. Great drive through to mid-on, fielded by Marisa Whaley. Well bowled by Anna Sims. Wide, just gone down the leg side. Reached. Tried, wait, Jay Evans Garrett has tried to sweep it, but back foot cut, hit back to Anna Sims. Attempt at a pull to, I would say, cow, but gone back into her foot. Mom. Full ball bowled by Anna Sims, fielded by Jess in cover, and they take the single. Another well bowled ball by Anna Sims, hit to Lucy Deacon in, oh, cover out, or actually cover out. You're doing a great job. Here, look. Ooh. Just hit back into herself.
That must have hurt.
Anna Darcy now coming on to bowl.
Change of bowling.
Change of bowling. Thank you, mother.
He's moving this way.
Very slowly. Okay. Sorry.
No chance.
Just a no ball to start off the over. As you can tell, this is my first time commentating and I really want Craig to come back. We are waiting for Craig to come back up. Just a second no ball.
Sit there. If you run over in front of the other bikes, you can talk into the back at the same time.
Big reach from S.O. Carolyn Murphy and attempted stumping from Naomi Mitchell.
That's what you say.
Full toss from Anna Darcy. Back on the right line. Just a bit full. Fielded by Lucy Deacon into Naomi Mitchell. Can you come back?
Yes.
Move over, Jake. Craig is coming back. Move. No.
Well, how was that? Well, you stuck at it.
Never make me do that again.
You stuck at it. You've still got viewers.
Oh, there's actually people listening to me.
Well, that was hooked round on the leg side. Fielded down there. Many thanks to Zoe for affording me the time to
Tell them I said sorry.
use the facilities. You've nothing to be sorry for. If you are watching and you want to give us some feedback on Zoe's commentary, the live chat is open, or alternatively you can WhatsApp me, or even contact me on Twitter.
Oh, better ball.
That one's pulled around on the leg side, and the better ball goes for 4 runs. Yep. Did she let you do any?
No.
Did you want to do some?
No, I'm just here just watching that on this.
All right. It's kind of cool having the TV as well. Anna Darcy from the St John's End. This one, oh, they're going to take a single. Cheeky single, one might call that. That's a Noel Walsh single if ever I saw one. Well, that is pulled around on the leg side, but well fielded down in front of the clubhouse. And the referee blows his whistle. End of the over. One thinks the umpire may have lost count there. And there's the 4 sweeping into the bushes. James Cresswell rolling up his sleeves. Ready for the next over. Sims into a second over. They'll get through for the single after the misfield. And at the moment, well, Malahide under no pressure at all. If Pembroke had a good opening stand, so do Malahide. Nice ball from Sims, played straight down the pitch. It'll be a dot ball, even with the slight misfield. Just a little bit too close to the stumps. Yes. Oh, oh. Nearly taking the edge of the bat through to the keeper. And in fact, nearly opening herself up to the stumping. Malahide going along quite nicely at 8 and over. They're looking to finish this game nice and early. Another dot ball. Another single taken.
Stupid replay of the season.
Now, 55 off 7 overs. And another 50 required from 13 overs. And these two doing the job for Malahide, that is for sure. That'll be a wide. No ball for off the pitch. Bowler's on, Bill. The one played behind, square on the leg side. They won't take the single this time. This one played around the corner again to the fielder. They will get one. That will take the score on 57. Through to the keeper. That very nearly took the edge of the bat. Nice delivery. Anna Darcy. Just about coming to the close of her second over. Naomi Mitchell attempting the stumping, not to be on this occasion. That's the lovely ball that went through. And that's the time she missed the stumps. It's going to be another no ball. Another run onto the total. I make that 6 balls in the over. And that one's pulled away down towards Cyril's way, and it makes it 4 runs. Doesn't quite hit the fence, but gets over the rope. 4 more runs. Let's see how the live scorer deals with this. Nice shot. This is the replay she might want to see herself. Keeping her eyes on the ball, head down, pulling through. And that was enough for that one to reach the rope. 4 more runs onto the total. This one is full and pulled away to square leg. Beatty it is doing the fielding down the sideline. Pembroke TV will be taking a two-day break after this game. Pembroke Cricket Live will not be broadcasting on Thursday or Friday of this week. No games being held here at Sydney Parade. I will be turning out with the Pembroke Taverners team, the Silver Foxes, tomorrow in Rathgar, in the high school. And then on Saturday, the first 11 will be back at Sydney Parade. We haven't seen them for a while. Not since they lost in the T20 Cup final to a Gareth Delaney-inspired Leinster. Another one played nicely round to the leg side. Four more runs onto the total. And these two neck and neck. 29 off 29 and 28 off 29. And suddenly Pembroke's total of 104 for 6 is starting to look inadequate. Well, that's an unusual shot. Pirouetting round and then hitting it to the offside. Don't often see that. Good over for Sims. It's good to see new bowlers coming through. Big appeal. Cresswell unmoved. That's the over up. 9 overs gone, 11 overs to go. Keeping her eye on the ball all the way. Well, that's disappointing. And then this shot, well, how are you meant to take that? Oh, no, that replay is brilliant. Did you see what was going on in the background? Nice shot. A bit aerial. Won't stop them taking a single. Yeah, but look at the dog. Look at the dog this time. You're the David Attenborough.
I think it's cute.
Hit into the pads, think of a run, unwisely. Get that thought out of your head. You're going so well at the moment. There, look.
Oh no.
No, yeah, I mean, you cut it before it does anything rude. The things you see in Sydney Parade. Nice delivery on the stumps, played away on the leg side. The fielder, Lucy Deacon, comes in from square leg at boundary.
You're probably very light.
Probably am. Another one on the leg side. This time it gets through to the keeper.
Rather you're perfect like that, but when you get lighter, you go through the roof. Because I was kept edging it up for Zoe.
Yeah. Malahide look like they're on cruising to victory at this stage. Pembroke desperately need to break this partnership. They haven't done it in 9.8 in 10 overs. So at the halfway mark, Malahide find themselves 71 without loss, and they haven't looked in any danger at all. They just need 34 now from the next 10 overs. No need for Michael Clark's calculator on this occasion. James Cresswell resumes his spot. Oh, doesn't. Discussion between Pembroke fielder and umpire. Threw the shot far too early. Wore that one on the arm. Well, one feels that this is Pembroke's best chance of a wicket at the moment. If they were to take a run out, miscommunication. No ball. Better ball on the stumps, but on this occasion the bat making contact. Taking it out towards square leg. Georgia Beattie patrolling the boundary. All traces of the sun disappeared now. Just some light clouds. Oh, direct hit would have been interesting. As I say, it's going to take something like that for a wicket at this stage. Pulled out into the leg side. And that will cross the rope. 4 more onto the total. The score moves on to 80 without loss. And Malahide at an absolute canter. As I say, our next broadcast will be this Saturday. Any idea of a start time now? I suppose I could look it up, let you know. Saturday the 27th. Ones versus Leinster with a midday start. There goes our lie-in and breakfast then. Do. Hooked away on the leg side. Beattie brought into action again. Sims into a 4th over, and that's it done. 26 without loss, without wicket. But there's some potential there. A little more time spent training, and that's going to be a very effective delivery. On this occasion, it crossed the boundary, 4 runs, and just 23 more required from 9 overs. Bat on ball, take run. And they get there. Edge past the keeper. I say edged. Oh, gets past the first fielder on the fence. Colleague tidies up for it. And they pick up 2 more. And this match now drawing to its inevitable conclusion. Pembroke haven't been able to make a breakthrough. Malahide bats have gone along pretty much a runner ball. 7.5 and over, including the extras. But these two, it's been a good partnership. And the decent delivery, it's in the air, but it bounces in front of the fielder a couple of times. They get through for another run. Two balls in this, the 12th over to go. 2 balls in this, the 12th over to go. And through to the keeper. 1 ball now remaining in the over. And Darcy about to complete her 4th. Both on 37 off 39 deliveries. They really have matched each other stride for stride. Played out. It'll be Beattie again. One-handed pickup. Throw in. 2 more runs. And that's the end of the over. Niall will now show his replays. Cheers. Throws. No, not now. I'm just going to put up a graphic. Partnership of 91, and you can see how well these two have done. They get through. Tanya, unregistered player, not quite on the database yet. She's tossed it up there. It's been lifted round the corner. They're going to get to it before the boundary. Yes, they are. Keelan. Evans-Garrett takes the lead, 41 as opposed to O'Carolyn Murphy's 39. frozen screen. Oh, back again.
That's just as soon as I do it.
96 on the board, 9 required.
Of course there isn't, but
James Cresswell just checking on the sidelines. These two closing in on the 100 partnership. They really have made this look trouble-free. James Cresswell signalling 2 left in the over.
and we've time. Let's try this.
Back to live action. Hit out. Where's the Whaley? The fielder. He gets it back in. Swept away. BC called into action again. Uses a foot this time. In front of the club coach. Naomi affects the attempted run out. And that's the end of the over. And the score 101 without loss. So just 4 runs required now. Neve Jennings coming on to bowl. They haven't given her much room. The run rate at the moment is 7.77, which reminds me that we started this season with 777 subscribers on this channel. That figure is now 1,150 plus, and many thanks to every single one of you who has done so. This one hit in the air on the offside. They take a single, fielded on the hop. And it has been a clinical performance by these Malahide bats. And Neve Jennings takes a wicket. Well, there's the most unusual caught and bowled you're going to see in a while. She juggled it, but she held on to it. And Neve Jennings has a wicket, and she's 1 for 1. Malahide now only need 3 runs, but Pembroke finally have the breakthrough. And look at the smile on Neve Jennings' face. That's absolutely amazing. Always great to see how much joy cricket can bring. And that wicket for Neve Jennings has brought her plenty of it. One might almost say 17.5% more joy. So the number 3 comes in. Pembroke are going to require a couple of hat-tricks one fields. They've got 6.4 overs to Malahide, and they only need 3 runs. So the game might be beyond Pembroke, but Neve Jennings will remember this game fondly. Taking a caught and bowled. Neve Jennings got a caught and bowled.
I know.
Tosses another one up. Bat not able to get to it on this occasion. Well, ball went very wide to go and get that one, and ended up with a run for it anyway. And that's ruined Neve Jennings' figures. Comes down the track, plays it away on the offside. And that, I think, is that. 2 were required, 2 were taken, 105 for 1. That is the game. Malahide win a pretty one-sided game by 9 wickets. The fact it wasn't 10 was down to Neve Jennings. The players have their game of cricket done on a Wednesday evening. And here is the replay of that wicket falling. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, even celebrating towards the cameras. Well done, Neve. Delighted. 1, 2, 3, 4. In it goes, and it stays there. Well, the one bright spot it was in the Pembroke innings. Even the bat has a wry smile on her face. And here are the 2 teams now. We've sent our mobile camera out there. Pembroke going into their circle. Following the Malahide team back in. The umpires there chatting away. Some players playing up to the camera, and others just quietly reflecting on their performance in the game. There's Graham Mooney bagging up all his stuff, and there is Sydney Parade at a speed that is both breathtaking and seasick making. Thank you very much for tuning in tonight to Pembroke Cricket Live on YouTube. We do appreciate you and your time and attentions. Next broadcast is on Saturday, starting at midday. Pembroke first 11 take on Leinster. We hope that you'll join us here at Sydney Parade, or if you can't make it Sydney Parade, that you join us online with Pembroke Cricket Live. Many thanks to Graham Mooney, our scorer tonight, James Cresswell, our umpire, and of course to the 11 women of Pembroke and Malahide each, who gave us this entertaining game. Many thanks to Zoe for stepping in for a while, and of course many thanks to Niall for his tremendous work as always. So until Saturday, enjoy a couple of days off, and we'll talk to you again.